What up, guys? I'm here with definitely the first half of my Doom metal collection. Um, Doom's definitely one of my favorite genres, so that's why we got this coming. Uh, um, it's terribly gloomy outside, super bleak, really dark and somber outside, but when it stays like this, I'm usually in some kind of depressive mood with music. You know, you got your funeral dooms, you got your ambient black metals, all that stuff. And what we're listening to is Funeral Doom, and it also is the first thing on my video, so I'm just gonna put it out there right now. This is, I believe, the second album or first album by this band, The Divinity of Oceans by Ahab. I'm a huge Ahab fan. I love everything they've done, from either this one or The Call of the Wretched Sea all the way up to the Boat of the Glenclair or whatever. Everything they've done is gold. All of their merch is killer. All of everything. I love nautical stuff. I'm a sucker for that stuff. I've always had some weird thing for the ocean, even though it kind of scares me, to be completely honest with you. I've actually never been to the ocean, and I really want to, and yeah, that's super cool. It's got Saturn eating his sun. Very, very cool. Yeah, this is ungodly heavy, bleak Funeral Doom. I love Funeral Doom. So, yeah, that's the first one. What we got playing in the background is Ahab. Next, I have the first two albums by this band. I borrowed them to a friend that I don't really talk to anymore. So I'm probably not going to get them back, so I should probably go buy the other two. So I don't have the self-titled or Paranoid, but this is Master of Reality by Black Sabbath. Everybody knows this one. Kind of pissed I don't have the other ones right now, but whatever. Yeah, everybody knows this album. You know, starts off with Sweet Leaf. This whole album is in C sharp, I believe, or in C. So that's very cool. Super heavy. 1971. That's ridiculous to be playing down in C and writing songs like, you know, Children of the Grave and songs After Forever. Like the opening lines are like, have you ever thought about your soul? Can you be saved? Or perhaps do you think that when you're dead, you just stay in your grave? That's really heavy for 1972. I mean, like, think about what was 2 years before, you know, the summer of love, peace, and hippie shit. And this is ridiculous. This is coming for it. And I love Sabbath for that. So, Master Reality. Next, another C album. This is Volume 4. Great album. Everybody knows this one again. Probably the heaviest Sabbath album. I mean, the end is Under the Sun, which is another lyrically super heavy album. Yeah, the whole thing. Supernauts, chock full of riffage. Laguna Sunrise is really relaxing. Great album. Next, my favorite Sabbath album. Don't you fall on me, damn it. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. I feel like this is the most progressive out of all of the Sabbath releases, and I think that's why I like it so much. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. This is an older pressing. As you can see, the disc is a bit used. But yeah, 1974. Great album. Killing Yourself to Live is probably my favorite. Fun fact, when me and my friends used to make skating videos, because I'm big into skateboarding too. That's one of the big reasons I'm into this music. I was trying to film a part for Who Are You, the song on here, and I just couldn't do it because it's so ungodly slow. And yeah. Next, it's an alright Sabbath album. This is Never Say Die. I don't have Sabotage or Technical Ecstasy on CD yet. I just haven't gotten to it yet, but it's an okay album. It's got a couple of good songs on it. Actually, I couldn't say it's just okay. It's a pretty damn good album. I mean, it's Black Sabbath. You know, it's got Johnny Blade, Junior's Eyes, Air Dance, Never Say Die, the title track. It's a cool song, or a cool album, I'd say. Not my favorite, but, you know, cool. Next is a really good show. This is the reunion tour. I have the shirt of this. I actually have a tour shirt of this, which is really cool because I wasn't old enough to be there. I was like a year or two old. So, yeah, this is a really good album. It's really cool to see them playing, like, sets that don't end with Paranoid. And, them playing Spiral Architect and stuff. Very cool. Black Sabbath's reunion tour. Next, the most expensive CD I've ever bought. The End EP by Black Sabbath. It's $30. Shit, small digipack. Made to look like a little gatefold vinyl. No booklet. Little disc to look like an LP. Yeah, The End. The new tracks are great. I really dig these new tracks. It's just continued 13. You know, you got Season of the Dead, Cry All Night, Take Me Home, and Isolated Man. And then live versions of God Is Dead, Under the Sun, End of the Beginning, and Age of Reason. Great EP. I have a hunch Sabbath has another album on the way, though. Next is a great album by one of my favorite bands in metal, period. This is Epicus Doomicus Metallicus by Candlemass. This is their debut album. Yeah, everybody knows this one. Like, honestly, everybody knows this one. Opens with Solitude. You got Damon's Cage, Crystal Ball Stone, Black Stone Wielder, Under the Oak, and a Sorcerer's Pledge. Then you got a bunch of, you got a show in Birmingham, England in 1988. The live CD. So that's with Messiah. Very cool album. It took me a while to track that one down. It sucks that it took me so long, but it's alright. Next is my favorite Candlemass album, I'd say. This is Nightfall. First album featuring Messiah on vocals. You know, it's got Bewitched on it, which is the reason that I found this band, which I'm sure is a common thing. Very cool. Yeah, but my favorite song on here is either The Mourner's Lament or At the Gallows End, and then you got, you know, Bewitched. Everybody loves Bewitched. But yeah, the Mourner's Lament gets stuck in my head all the time. You know, I burn the candles for your soul. That's so cool. Candlemass, Nightfall. Next is another great Candlemass album. This is Ancient Dreams. I need Tales of Creation, and I can't find it, but this opens up with Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. But yeah, just great stuff. There's a Black Sabbath medley on here. It's very, very cool. They play a bunch of Black Sabbath tunes in odd orders. Then you got the demo tracks and live tracks, just like the other one. Yeah, this is a great album. It's probably like my third favorite Candlemass album. Next is The Return of Messiah, Candlemass's self-titled album. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one too. This is, I think the first Candlemass CD I ever bought, to be completely honest with you. It opens with the song Black Dwarf, which is a great song, and Assassin of the Light, and The Man Who Fell from the Sky. Awesome, awesome album. Check this out if you haven't heard it. Next, oh man, The Funeral Doom. This is such a good album. In the Depths of Caliph by Catacombs. H.P. Lovecraft themed Funeral Doom, which adds to the ridiculous amount of heavy. This is stupid heavy. Like, you listen to this, and if you know any Lovecraftian lore, you think about it and listen to this, and it's just so huge. The idea of Cthulhu living underneath us right now really is embodied in this music, you know? This gargantuan mass beneath the depths. It's just great. Catacombs. Check this out. Seriously, this is one of the greatest Funeral Doom albums I've ever heard. Next is some sludge. This is Deliverance by Corrosion and Conformity. I'm not too seasoned in my Corrosion and Conformity, but I do know that this is very good, and I have seen these guys live, the original one. And it's a great album. I saw them, that's what I was going to say. They opened for Guar, and the American Sharks opened first. And this is a great release. I'd check this out if you like sludge metal. Next, some like psychedelic stoner rock doom stuff. This is One-Eyed Horse by Corsair. I got this off Hell's Headbangers. It's like their debut EP. It's just really spacey sounding rock. If you've heard of the band Oh Brother, they opened for Dillinger Escape Line on their last tour. You could definitely get into this. Hawkwind and Pink Floyd, and then you got the stonery stuff, Witchcraft and all that. Yeah, it's a good album. $2, very much so worth it. Next is a band that I really enjoy. The first 3, maybe 4 albums, but this one's alright. This is Thrall Demon Sweat Live by Danzig. There's Danzig being ripped. It's alright, it's got some cool tracks, Thrall is a little EP, it's got Trouble, The Violent Fire, and It's Coming Down. And it's got live tracks from just earlier albums, Snakes of Christ, Am I Demon, Sinistas, and Mother. It's a good album, I'd say. It's not like anything special. Next is a Danzig album I cannot listen to. This is 666 Satan's Child. I don't like this at all. It's not my thing. Danzig started getting kind of terrible, to be honest with you. Yeah. Next is a great band from Oregon, I think. Maybe California. But I don't know. This is Old Growth by Dead Meadow. This is like a acoustic album by like a stoner rock kind of psychedelic band. It's from 2008. I'm a pretty big fan of this. I haven't listened to it as much because it's just not that ridiculous to me. This was in Figgy's Stay Gold part. Dead Meadow played the song in there. So if you've heard that song, that is Dead Meadow. So if you like skateboarding at all. Next is an Italian doom band. This is Let Battle Commence by Doomsword. Doomsword is so good. Like, I can't get over this. I heard this on Amazon, and I heard this on Spotify, and then I immediately went to Amazon 3 tracks in and purchased this one. And good album. I'd check out all these tracks, but I'd check out the song Blood Eagle or Deathbringer or Woden's Reign. Great album. Next is one of my favorite bands going in this genre, stoner. This is they finally reformed. I guess it was just a hiatus, not a breakup. This is Ahab-Graveyard Blues by Graveyard. Oh my god, I know every word of this album. Everything. I mean, Ain't Fit to Live Here, Ahab-Graveyard Blues, Uncomfortably Numb, Ungrateful of the Dead, The Siren, RSS, Cooking Brew, everything. This whole album is awesome. I broke the case, but it's so good. Oh man, check this out. Graveyard. And last is the newest Graveyard album, Innocence and Decadence. Look at that. Made to look like an LP. Very cool. I like when bands do this. If you're gonna make a shitty digipack, they make their CDs look like records, and I think that's really cool. There's even black on the other side. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this album. I literally know every word of this album as well. And Graveyard's one of my most listened to bands, period. Magnetic Shunk, The Apple in the Tree, Exit, 97, Never There to Sells, Can't Walk Out, Too Much Is Never Enough, From a Hole in the Wall, the bass player sings, Cause and Effect, Hard-Headed, Far Too Close, Stay for a Song, In the Hatch, everything. Alright guys, that's it for this one. I'll be back with some Mastodon. So check you later, and keep it greasy.